of working with AI and implement AI in some kind of way. I myself am going to try and implement Hugging Face. So yesterday I made a prototype for that, but Hugging Face is I'll just share my screen for a bit. Hugging Face is a website platform which hosts models. So these are all models, some of them you may know, like DeepSeek. So you can just use them on the site, but what we want is that we install one of the models from Hugging Face somewhere in the cloud, for example in AWS, and then for example in Frankfurt because it's European, and then we comply with some laws and it's just nice to have it close by, and that we then try and kind of connect our AI content assistant which I displayed yesterday to that model. That's my goal for today. What you can also do is use Open Router. An Open Router provides like a wrapper around all those models. So what you see on OpenRouter.ai is that it has a Claude 3.7. It also has 3.5, but it also has Gemini. It has GPT. It has all the models you could possibly need. So what you then do is select in client, you select the open API provider, open provider, and you need an API key. So we provide an API key today. I think it has 150 euros on it. That should be enough for us today. If you have any questions regarding GitHub Copilot or Klein or anything LLM or Llama, just ask. From Open Router, it's actually the model provider you're using. So that gave way better results. So now we're kind of trying Open Router for that. Also found out, I guess, from that table that Gemini 2.0 Flash is really great, right?
Yeah.
Only downside is that it doesn't support function calling.
It does support, but not always.
Not always.
No, like all the models.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Depends on the weather if it will work. Yeah. I also checked the thing I mentioned yesterday is that MariaDB appears to be implementing a vector store within MariaDB. And that was my 2 cents. So anyone else want to share something? Please go ahead.
I added AI to Sales Suite for generating focus keywords and the meta description based on the content of the page. So there's 2 ways. You can still generate it without AI in it. So when people don't want to use it, it's gonna check text and just grab a piece from the text. And with AI, it sends to OpenAI, and well, based on the content, it will generate.
So based on the content.
Yeah, it's based on the content. So if people put in the content, like I have a very boring one page from Stanford here
Yeah.
with a lot of data and no meta description from keywords. So
Nice.
there you go.
Cool.
How did you make it yourself, or did you use the Mod AI?
No, made it myself.
Okay, because Mod AI has
Has the same kind of property, but I wanted to have be in Sales Suite, so you're not.
You're not dependent on other things
Yes.
like
And the next thing I want to integrate is having AI check all the 404s that have been triggered
yeah.
and look for a better solution list. Right now you have a list with 404s and it gives like a hint like, hey, you can do a redirect to this.
Yeah.
I want AI to do that and then give you a list like, hey, these are all the redirects I think should be done, and then you just one click, go.
Yeah, very nice.
And then I went for lunch, came back, ran it, crash, boom, everything's crashing. So I spent the afternoon just kind of getting it to debug it.
But what crashed?
All of the CLI.
Your computer or the
No,
client
the
thing?
CLI was just blowing up every
Oh,
single
okay.
command. So I spent the afternoon fixing that, or getting it to fix that. But now we have the kind of the basis of CLI. So if I list the existing commands, this is what we currently have. So the ones that so it's mostly gets at the minute, but we've got get categories, get a list of categories, get a list of chunks, configs. You can add multiple instances of MODX sites to the CLI, so you can just switch between them. What else we got? So context, you can get a list of context, URLs, settings, extras, menus, namespaces, packages, plugins, registries, resources. The resource one's quite complete. The other elements are a bit kind of nothing new, they're mostly gets. You've got the completely missed snippets.
Yeah.
Didn't do snippets, I had to add that in. Then we've got some system stuff here, so clear cache. You can read the logs. You can listen to the logs. So if I've just got this on an instant here, so if I go like this, view log. Here. So uses everything else. So it's the basis of quite a reasonably. It's quite reasonable for a day's work. It's about $8 tokens, and I forgot to switch it to the Stoke one, so I did it all on my own.
Oh,
but I debugged it using stuff. You'll get a beer later. Yeah, so I think we've got quite a way forward into an automatable version of MODX 3. And if that can be made into an MCP, then you'll be able to introspect into existing sites from AI.
Yeah. True.
And just as a kind of a daily thing, it's probably quite useful for things as well. So so I think it was quite good.
Cool.
A good.
Does all the commands already work, or just this one?
Do you want to pick one? We can try.
Like the resources create or something?
Okay. Where's that? Here, create resource. I can't remember. I haven't actually been through them all yet, so it made so many. So let's see what's going to skip. So it wants a page title, but you can see.
You
can see all the options.
That's a lot, yeah.
You can see all the options it's generated.
Okay.
So
Cool.
if a page title, I don't know.
Totally crazy.
That's crazy, right? You didn't write a single line of code.
Just clicking. Next.
I saw it. You did it.
Well, no, you had to fix stuff, right?
What?
You had to fix stuff.
Yeah, I had to fix a lot of stuff, and then the last thing when I added the snippet, get a list with snippets in, it decided to update the README, but then it overrode my prompt again.
Oh, yeah.
Did you fix it manually or did you let it fix?
No, I told it to add. Well, I told it to add a class for snippets, and it's like I can't find that in your existing prompt, and I said just look in the repo, so it built that. So yeah, this is a mainly empty site. Some things were broken, like I told it to list resources that were only published. It just listed everything and that kind of stuff. But that's so not a bad start.
No,
Cool.
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes ago it was almost working and now it's just like really confused. But it is getting all the data, so it's basically saving a resource, adds it to, in this case, Pinecone. And it's looking up like, okay, this is a prompt, look up anything that might be related and just stuffs it in there. But it's just like I asked it to write an introduction about content blocks, and it gets the information where it can find content blocks, and then it just summarizes all the information that's sent to it, instead of just doing the user prompt. So, but it's almost working. It's
Did you try client?
sorry?
Did you try a client?
No. I did use your open router.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
For what then?
AI kit.
Hmm?
AI kit for the.
Oh,
for
of
the
course,
users.
yeah.
Switch it over and that works.
Smart, yeah. Okay, so before you used OpenAI,
Mm-hmm.
and you switched it to Open Router, and
It just worked because
you didn't have to change anything. It's all OpenAI compatible.
I did notice something weird with tools like 20 minutes ago, but because of like the whole like everything already being somewhat broken. So I switched it back to OpenAI, which fixed the tools, but now
Okay.
so it's testing and figuring out like why it's not doing a thing.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I first generated a website, and I just asked it to generate a website, and it did, and that worked perfectly fine.
How did it? What did it make?
I just asked make a
Laravel or what is this?
No, this is something else. That's what didn't work out.
Okay, sorry.
I asked it to make a 3D printing website, and it set it up in like 10 minutes, including like CSS code, everything, you know, and also put it on localhost.
Yeah.
But then I tried to translate a Python website to a Laravel application, and the translation went perfectly well, but the part of putting it in localhost,
Yeah.
so like, you know, that I can see if it's actually working, I cannot.
Oh, weird.
It's running into a lot of issues, and as you can see,
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's still going.
yeah. It's still going,
nice.
but
Yeah, nice.
the API cost is piling up.
Oh yeah.
We still have $100.
We have
Yeah,
some
exactly,
left.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll use it up.
Nice.
So
You
nothing
keep it
really
running
to
on the
show.
way home in car.
Yeah, exactly. The whole way, you know.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, but it's the
Okay, cool.
just.
It's a real website.
Yeah, and what I think is funny is that it also created reviews. What do our customers say? Well, the quality model is outstanding. So I can use. Yeah. So that's nice.
Cool.
With client.
So it was a website, a simple website, or it was the MODX website?
It was just a simple
Script.
website. It was not MODX.
No.
No. Just a simple script to make a regular PHP website. Yeah.
Cool. Anyone else?
I can show you what I try to do. It's
Okay.
So a while ago I had to build a translator, but the problem I had was that the page had a lot of midgets.
Right.
But today I tried to give it some structure. Yeah, climb.
Just have
Gave structure, but it doesn't work anymore.
No.
So now it's just there. So I have here a button, and here it actually checks all the TVs on the page, and it shows them all checkboxes, what exactly you want to translate. For example, in the MODX, I have a lot of rich text items. So yeah, the idea was start translation, and in the meantime just show some jokes.
Nice.
Yes, the problems that I had were timeouts. You cannot do.
Oh, it's taking too long? You said timeouts? It's taking too long?
Yes,
Okay.
there are. Yeah, we have content blocks, but there are here around 6 or 7 MODX.
Are you doing like a request per thing you find?
I try to count how long that is,
Yeah.
and try to split it if it's too long, and make chunks of requests.
Because, how was this again, guys? So we also had issues with timeouts, I guess.
Because of the separate messages.
Yeah, it became very long. So what we did, instead of sending every message like translate this to that, we grouped them, right?
Yeah.
We don't do an API request for every message. We group them.
Multiple messages
Yeah.
in one request.
Yeah, so you have less latency, less network latency.
So it's not working. Actually.
No, okay, but yeah.
But now my idea was to add it actually in the cron job that can work.
Yeah.
Independently.
Officially closed the 6th Snowup here at Casas Grunewald in Engelberg. Reto and I would thank you very much that you came again to the Snowup. Thank you very much.